In the 1940s, in Nag Hammadi in Egypt, just up from Luxor on the Nile, a sealed jar was found. And in that were writings from this Gnostic people, the pre-Christian Gnostic people. They were the people that ran the great library at Alexandria. Another expression of Gnostic thought later was the Cathars in southern France. And this sealed jar, one of the great things about it is, unlike biblical texts and other texts that have been in the public domain over a long period of time, they can be changed and manipulated. This has been in a sealed jar. So what you get is what they are. And they talk about this force called the Archons, manipulating human affairs. They relate the Lord Archon, or demiurge, as they called it, to the Christian, not only the Christian devil, but to the Old Testament God.
It's all about the references, because Archons in Islamic would be the jinn, and of course in Christianity they'd be known as demons or daemons, but all one of the same, and said to be these servants to the demiurge. Now, the Archons are said to be consist of positive and negative, so those which are spiritually good beings and focus on obtaining energy through prayer, idolism, those sort of things. And of course, the opposite side of the coin, as we always have, just as in the demonic and the jinns, is that we have these dark entities, the Archons negatives, which are said to thrive from illness, trauma, sadness, bad things, those sort of things, the real negative things in life. The inverse religious side of the Archons is that they stood for everything opposing what was good or natural, or what we would say is a good aspect of religion. That is carried on into satanic realms, being the upside down pentagram, which is actually upside down, the cross, upside down cross. How many times do we see a horror film, a paranormal film, where the demonic possession is associated with symbolism of an upside down cross? It's kind of leaked through slowly into society and into the movies and into the 21st century. But the fundamental thing about the Archons, being positive and negative aspects of that, are still very much real in the 21st century, even nowadays.
They say that the Archons in their prime form are basically energy, awareness, very distorted awareness, but an awareness. But they can take form, these writings say, and about a fifth of these writings were about the Archons. Guess the two forms that they describe that these Archons take. One, reptilian. Second, a form that looks like a grey fetus with big black eyes.